What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Sideswipe the Boss, back at it again with another video. And today I decided to try something new. I noticed that there have been a lot of people doing tier lists or rankings of like different movies, TV shows, TV characters. I even saw one for countries, which is weird, but okay. So I decided to do one of my own. So I will be putting in tiers the Arrow main characters. And I have a few that aren't really main characters but are kind of vital to the show, so I added a couple of those here, but I didn't want to make it too long. But let's get into it right away. And if you like this video, make sure to leave a like. It just takes 2 seconds. And make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I appreciate the support. And let me know in the comment section if you agree with my tier list or if you have one of your own. Remember, this is my opinion. Don't get triggered if one of my characters don't match one of your characters. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first up, we have the Earth 1 Laurel. Laurel Lance of Earth 1, the second Black Canary. To me, she was a pretty okay character. Like, she got better as the seasons went along. She did die in season 4 though, which sucked. But to me, this Laurel will go in the B tier because she did become quite a good character. Not a great character, but just a good character. Next up, we have Black Siren from Earth 2. Laurel Lance from Earth 2. And honestly, she's A tier to me because she was cool when she first came into the show, but then she just got better as it went along. Season 8 was her best season yet. You know, that redemption story was pretty cool. And yeah, I really like that Laurel. So yeah, Earth 2 Laurel, A tier. Next up, we have Diggle, aka Spartan, aka possibly maybe Green Lantern in the future. We don't know yet, but to me, he's also A tier because he's been a pretty consistently good character, except in like season 4, but he didn't really do anything. And I guess in season 6 when he tried to become the Green Arrow, it didn't make sense to me. But other than that, Diggle's pretty much a consistent good character. So he deserves to be in the A tier. Next up, we have Oliver Queen, aka the Green Arrow himself. Do I even have to say anymore? It's definitely S tier. Next up, we have Mia Smoke. And this might be controversial because I know some people like her and some people don't. To me, I don't really like her that much, but she did get better, like slightly better as season 8 went along, but not that much. So I'll put her in the D tier because she's not F tier material, but she's not really a good character. But maybe if this Green Arrow and the Canary show picks up, maybe she can become better. But for right now, Mia Smoke is in the D tier. Next up, we have Tommy Merlin. And I know he was only in the show for like 1 season, but he appears every now and then. And he's a pretty good character whenever he appears. And he's important to the show. So I'm going to put him at the A tier as well. Next up, we have Dinah Drake, a.k.a. the Black Canary. She's an okay character to me. She's pretty consistently okay. Like, she can be good sometimes, she can be bad sometimes, but it's pretty much consistent okay. So I'm gonna have to put her in the C tier. Next up, we have Rene Ramirez, aka Wild Dog. He's also a consistently okay character. He doesn't really have a lot of standout moments. I do like that connection he has with his daughter though, but other than that, he's just a consistently okay character. So I'm gonna put him along with Dinah in the C tier. Next up, we have Curtis Holt, aka Mr. Terrific. He's the male Felicity, and y'all know how I feel about Felicity. But he's an okay character. Not really that okay like Dinah and Renee, but for me, I'll just put Curtis in the D tier because he's a decent character. Maybe I'll put him above Mia though. So yeah, he's a D tier character to me. Next up, we have Moira Queen, And Moira Queen started out as a controversial character for me, but in season 2, she did become a good character. So I'm gonna have to put her in the B tier because she did end off as a pretty good character. I actually put her above Laurel just for the sake of it. Next up, we have Roy Harper, aka Arsenal, and I have to put him in the S tier. Colton Haynes is a perfect casting for the role. He's a very good actor. Roy Harper is a very good character. I was sad to see him go when he did in like season 3, and they did him dirty, only bringing him back for like 10 more episodes after that. But he's a very good character to me. He's like my favorite like sidekick character. So Roy Harper is definitely S tier material. Next up, we have Felicity. Dude, do I even have to say any more? I don't think I do. Next up, we have Thea Queen. And Thea is also a controversial character for me because she started out really bad, but then she got okay season 3 and 4. But then in like season 5 and 6, she wasn't really doing much. But she's a pretty good character. She does set up for some good emotional moments with like Oliver and like her family and stuff. And her and Roy's relationship is actually pretty good to me. So I'm gonna put her in the B tier, but like the low B tier. Next up, we have Malcolm Merlin. He was the main villain of season 1 and also appeared in every season, well, up until season 5 when he died. He was good when he was like great when he started, but he kind of slipped off after season 2. Season 3, he was okay. Season 4, he wasn't that great. He kind of did good in season 5 though, so I guess I can also put him in the B tier as well. Next up, we have Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke, and he's a great character. He's a great main villain when he is, and then whenever he does show up, it's just great. I know he only appears for like 5 episodes after his like main villain run, but he's just a great character overall. I was sad that he didn't come back for like the series finale. That would have been really good to see him, but Deathstroke is definitely S tier material for me. Next up, we have Ra's al Ghul, and he wasn't as bad as I first remember him when I first watched the season. He wasn't a bad main villain, but he wasn't that good either. So for me, I'm gonna just put him in the C tier because he's just like an okay main villain to me. Not really bad like I first thought he was, but not really that good either. Next up, we have Damien Dark. And again, also with him, he's an okay main villain. Not really as bad as I thought he was, because the actor's actually pretty good in the role. He's like charismatic and can be funny at times. But I guess it's just the fact that he's also kind of a product of the bad season of Arrow, which is Arrow season 4. I guess I'll put him in the C tier as well, but above Ra's al Ghul. Next up, we have Adrian Chase, aka Prometheus, and he's a very good main villain. I won't put him in the S tier though because I want to save that for just like Deathstroke. But he's a very, very good character, very good main villain, always kept up with the surprises. So I'm gonna have to put him in the A tier, but the beginning of the A tier. Next up, we have Quentin Lance. And Quentin Lance has just been a consistently good character for the entire run, his entire run of the show. So I'm gonna just put him in the A tier. I'll say like the mid A tier for me, because he's never been a bad character in my opinion. Next up, we have Ricardo Diaz, and if I was just judging him off of season 6, I'd have to put him in like the D tier because he wasn't that good, but he was pretty good in season 7, especially in the Slabside Redemption episode. He was a pretty good villain, like a pretty good rivalry with Oliver. So I'm gonna have to put him in the C tier, but I'll put him above Ra's al Ghul. Next up, we have Emiko Queen, and she was terrible. I don't know why they made her a main villain. Didn't make sense at all. It was terrible, so I have to put her in the F tier. That might be a controversial one, but we'll see. And finally, we have William Clayton, the adult version of him, not the kid version. He's kind of important, just like Mia Smoke, but he's okay. He's better than Mia Smoke, in my opinion. So I guess I'll put him in the C tier as well. And there we have it, folks. Those are my tier rankings for the Arrow main characters. F tier, we have Felicity and Emiko Queen. D tier, we have Curtis Holt and Mia Smoke. C tier, we have Dinah Drake, Renee Ramirez, Damian Dark, Ricardo Diaz, Ra's al Ghul, and William Clayton. B tier, we have Moira Queen, Laurel Lance of Earth 1, Thea Queen, and Malcolm Merlin. A tier, we have Adrian Chase, Laurel Lance of Earth 2, Quentin Lance, John Diggle, and Tommy Merlin. And S tier, we have Oliver Queen, Roy Harper, and Slade Wilson. And that's all, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. Let me know in the comment section down below your tier rankings for the Arrow characters. If you would like change any of mine around or something like that. Don't blow up my comments hating on some of my rankings if you don't like them. Everyone has their own opinion. But yeah, let me know that in the comment section down below. And if you do like this video, just hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds. And make sure to subscribe to my channel if you like this video and want to see more videos like it. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.